I'm Allie Cartwright, and this is Q and Allie. You have questions, and I have insight. So today we are discussing the beauty of embracing your mistakes rather than shying away from them. Because when we shine light on the shadows, they cannot help but move. And we are all about getting our energy moving in healthy ways. So, the problem with embracing our mistakes is it's really scary. And when we look at this logically, it's not really that it's that terribly scary, but we have genetic predispositioning to shy away from anything we feel like puts us in danger. And as intellectual creatures who have become more and more dependent on our thought processes rather than our physical capabilities, it makes sense that it would be really easy for us to be trained to be hyper vigilant of any mistakes we make with our intellect, because we depend on our intellect, and without our intellect, we're in danger, right? So it makes sense that we've got this really deep sense of fear mixed up in our mistakes. Total sense. But because we are intellectual creatures, we can go, no, I know this seems scary, but I'm not in any danger and I can do this. You just really have to shine awareness on it, which is why meditation and mindfulness is so freaking magical, because you're training your brain to actually be aware of what's going on around you, what's going on within you, and all of that. I digress. So we want to embrace our mistakes because mistakes are how we learn. And learning is what our life is all about. We are here to learn so that we can grow. And in order to learn and grow, we have to screw up. So really, every time you're making a mistake, it's really kind of a wonderful thing because you're giving yourself a chance to learn and grow. It's like how I talk about with meditation, when your mind wanders, it's wonderful because you're getting the chance to bring your mind back to the focus of your meditation. And every time you do that, it's a beautiful opportunity to strengthen your ability to focus. So with this, every time you make a mistake, you are strengthening your ability to learn and grow as long as you embrace it and allow the lesson. So let's talk about our meditation moment for this week. In the meditation, I'd like you to, once you get settled in and really relaxed into your meditation, what you're going to do this week is you're going to allow a mistake that you made in your life to come to mind. And whatever mistake it is, it doesn't really matter, just whatever pops into your head. And you're going to look at that mistake and you're going to look at what you learned from that mistake. What lesson or lessons really were driven home through that error. And you're going to examine how that feels, how that lesson feels in your body. Notice if it feels positive, if it feels negative, if there are negative emotions with it. How do those manifest? A lot of times when we really shine light on negative emotion and how we are experiencing it in our body, we realize it's not as bad as we automatically assumed it would be. A lot of times we attribute more negativity to things than actually exists if you really pay attention to it. So in this meditation, you're going to examine all of those thoughts and feelings and how that manifests physically in your body. Just really examine it. And then you're going to set the intention now that you've been reminded that it's really a good thing to make mistakes. When you analyze a mistake you made and you see the benefit in it, you're going to set this intention to be open to messing up and being open to receiving all of the lessons that are available to you through that mistake, and allowing yourself to be forgiving, because we have to make mistakes. It's okay. And I'm not saying that you can't make mistakes that are not okay. I mean, you can do things that are really, really messed up, and it's not okay that you did them. But if you did, you can't change that. And obviously, if you did something really bad, then there's really big lessons to learn there, and that is beautiful. So that is the focus of the meditation moment this week. And as always, we do a live meditation moment every Sunday evening. So that will be coming out tonight, from the day that this is released. If you are watching this after the fact, you can always go check out the video archives on my Facebook page for my business. They're always saved there. You can go look at any of the live meditation moments that we've done and watch them anytime that you wish. Next up is our mindful moment. Now, this week I want to draw your awareness to the tendency to shy away from the discomfort of growth. A lot of times it can be really, really difficult to take in new information that goes against your beliefs. We have so much confirmation bias as human beings. It can be really, really hard to actually entertain ideas that go against what we believe in our life. And that is it's just human. That's another one of our human mistakes. And it's a great opportunity for growth. When you feel that discomfort, lean in, because there is so much that can be achieved by opening your mind to alternate perspectives. And I am not saying that you necessarily have to agree with them. I'm not saying that by opening yourself to someone else's opinion that you are opening yourself to being brainwashed by them or anything like that. There is nothing saying that you have to believe someone's alternate opinion. But by allowing yourself to take it in, by allowing yourself to really examine it and why they can believe it so strongly, you realize all the different little things in life that lead people down little paths, and it makes it so much easier to figure out, one, to have grace for yourself in the places where you are wrong, because none of us are 100% right, and issues are so complicated. Oftentimes there is no black and white answer, although sometimes there is. It just depends. But when you look deeply into things, everything pretty much has shades of gray. So when you allow yourself to civilly examine other opinions and whatnot, it not only gives you more grace for them to understand where they're coming from, which helps you know how to speak to them in a way where you can actually communicate. It also allows you grace for your own mistakes. It allows you to not be gripped by as much of this genetic predispositioning of fear over having your intellect challenged. It's okay to be wrong. It's okay to change your mind. It's okay to not change your mind when presented with new information. You just need to be able to take in as much as possible so that you can learn and grow as much as possible. Finally, this week's mantra moment is pretty obvious with the topic. My mistakes help me grow. Again, we're just reminding ourselves that we have to mess up in order to live, to have experiences, to learn and make ourselves better all the time. That's what this life is all about, is constantly helping yourself learn, constantly helping yourself grow. This is a never-ending journey. This is, such a huge thing to realize that as long as you're constantly taking in these lessons and adapting and changing and whatnot, that the world becomes this beautifully huge, vibrant experience. It's just amazing. So that's the mantra for this week. Now, with these affirmations, you can repeat them as many times as you wish. You can repeat them as few times as you wish. You can set a timer to repeat it a certain amount of times. You can use mala beads to help you go for a certain count. Most mala bead chains have 108 counters. Some have less nowadays. They're coming out with all sorts of different ones. If there's a number that's special to you, you could make your own mala beads that have a number that is super special to you. It doesn't really matter. What is important is the more you repeat this affirmation silently or aloud, the more you ingrain it into your psyche as a set truth that you wish to embrace in your life. All right, everyone. So this week, get out there and embrace your mistakes. Enjoy being human and all the foibles that come with that. Have grace for yourself, have grace for others, and allow yourself to really look at how our different journeys give us such different experiences and such really varying truths. Fact is not black and white. It's just not. There's so much wiggle room in so many things. Just allow yourself to be open and listen to voices that you haven't necessarily listened to before, even if you don't agree with them. Embrace mistakes from yourself, from others. Embrace the grace of knowing that we're supposed to be making these mistakes so that we can learn and grow. It's okay. It's beautiful. And it can be really fun once you really get into the swing of it. Okay, well, I'm Allie Cartwright. Again, this is Q and Allie. If you have a question you would like to see me discuss on another episode of Q and Allie, be sure to send that in to submissions@alliecartwright.com. Until next time, live fully, laugh lots, and love yourself.